Hi guys, I was trying to do a Facebook Live earlier and my phone wouldn't let me, so I guess I'm stuck doing this the old-fashioned way with my webcam. These are some serious online business marketing myths that drive me crazy, and I'm not going to make this a rant, but I do want to spread some awareness around. Remember, you don't know what you don't know. Remember that, always. You think you're an online business expert because you've seen a little bit here and there and you think you've got it tackled all by yourself. Unfortunately, guys, that's not how it works. Unless you've actually taken a course or schooling or studied marketing 101 or business school or have a bachelor's in business, some type of a degree, or have actually ran multiple businesses, because nothing's better than life experience. I can attest to that. Then no, you're not a business expert. Should you go into business without that guidance? No, you shouldn't. You're going to fall flat on your face. I have to be completely honest with you and be authentic. You don't know what you're doing. You will get frustrated. You won't make any money. And at the end of the day, you're just going to give up. You're going to give up. Now, I love people that, especially entrepreneurs, they have this perseverance. They just want to go, go, go and make things happen. But a true, really successful entrepreneur knows to fill in the gaps where they're weakest, where the areas they've got a vision and a plan, but maybe they're not really good at the little details, or they just want some guidance, or they know they need to be held accountable to do some work. Those are the entrepreneurs that actually make it. They actually make it because they've taken the time to learn what they don't know. Okay? So, for example, one of my biggest myths, and I've been doing a lot of strategy calls this past couple of weeks as I'm filling my Laptop Lifestyle Academy, and got a great group of people ready to go tomorrow. So that's super cool. We got the sun coming in right now. Wow. Hello. Sorry about that. If I'm blinded, it's all good, but you guys get to have the sunset with me today. But to not get too distracted, first and foremost, I keep hearing the same thing with people, and it's frustrating to me because it almost hurts, because they just don't know what they don't know. They've got this great idea and they're going to go change their world and they're going to change their life and they're going to make a lot of money and they're going to have this laptop lifestyle that they're so excited about. And then comes Carrie with the truth, well, it won't work unless you do it a certain way. There's a strategy to everything. Why not learn it the right way? It's like hoping for the best, getting in my car here in Las Vegas and just driving to Florida with kind of an idea of where it might be without the road plan or the map, or Siri to help me. Maybe that's what I should call myself. I'm Siri. I'm not a coach. I'm your Siri. I'm your guide. So long story short, as I kind of block the sun for myself here, you don't know what you don't know, and you need that road plan. You need that map, and I call it your business plan, your goals, your blueprint, whatever you want to call it. Game plan works well for me. I grew up playing sports, so I like the words that resonate with me. What I'm going with here is, if you were to get in the car and drive to Florida, you wouldn't get there if you were just kind of guessing along the way. You might end up in Michigan, New York, totally opposite side. And you may think Florida doesn't even exist at this point. There's no palm trees. I don't see water. I'm seeing Montana mountains. You took the wrong turn. But if you don't have a blueprint or a map, how do you know? How do you even know how to get to Florida? Okay, so I'm using this type of analogy because I really want to kind of simplify things for everybody to understand. So one of my biggest marketing myths that drives me crazy is that people think by putting up a website that automatically gives them the right to be in business, that things will just start to happen, that people will find them magically and hire them for their services. I'm going to pick on a family member. I have a niece that created a website, started messaging me, Carrie, how do I get leads? Our customers are going to come in. And I didn't even know she was doing this. And I felt horrible as I'm Facebook messaging her, like, who told you that would do it? There's the biggest myth on the planet. Now think of it this way. Again, I said I'm going to simplify things for you. Building a website and not having a road plan or a game plan or map to drive traffic to that site is like building a restaurant in the middle of nowhere, Las Vegas, desert land, nowhere near an exit, nowhere near a major crossroad. No one even knows it exists. That's the truth and reality of you putting out your website. Nobody knows you exist. You're just another one of billion domains out there. I don't know if there's billions, but dang it, it sure feels like it. Don't quote me on that. But you're just one more domain, and there's so many out there. So doing and building a website is not your be-all, end-all. It's step one to a massive marathon, okay? It's like the first lap, first mile. Getting the website up is step one. Now, how do we drive traffic to that website? So I get this a lot. Well, I have a website. I've got my stuff out there. Okay, crickets. I hear nothing. Nothing's happening. And that's where my heart just starts to break in half. I'm like, but baby girl, there's so much more to do. You got a long ways to go yet. Website's just step one. Now it's how do we drive traffic to the site? You've got to create that exit to that restaurant. You've got to create those maps and those exits and those roads and the trails and you've got to get near some traffic for anybody to notice that business. And I'm speaking obviously brick and mortar business versus online business. And I want you to think of your business like that, because your online presence is your brick and mortar shopping window for us to shop at. If we don't know you exist, you're just another website out there. Okay. SEO and things of that nature take time as well. You can be a brand new website. It takes time to build organic traffic to your site, and it takes time for any online marketer to build in the back end too, to get you in those searches that you want. You want people to go on Google and Google your name and find, tons of content on you. It took years for me to, if you could type in Carrie Millspaw right now, you're going to get pages and pages and pages and pages of content. It's because I'm not a new business owner. It's taken me years to accumulate that, from podcast interviews to blogs to articles in well-known magazines, modeling pictures from 100 years ago. You're going to see that. Okay? It didn't happen overnight. So that is my biggest pain. My biggest heartburn is that people think they can just open up a website and all is going to be well. Nope. Think of it. I opened up a website. Carrie told me it's no different than having a restaurant in the middle of a desert with zero traffic, no roads, no exits, nothing near it. That's exactly what just happened. So have the same expectations. You can imagine having a restaurant with a full kitchen and a staff and no customers coming in the door. Okay. Another myth that I hate, and I'm competing with my sunshine again. I love the sunshine. That's why I live in Vegas. So you have a lot of followers, and maybe you have a lot of followers on Instagram or Facebook, or you have your friend requests are at your max on the Facebook personal page or wherever this is. That doesn't mean anything either. It means you're popular, but if you don't convert those people that are watching you into clients, customers, whatever type of service you want to offer, then you're just popular. Okay. You're just the next Kim Kardashian on Twitter or Instagram. And I'm not throwing Kim under the bus at all, or any of the Kardashians. Okay. I'm just using a celebrity name to throw it out there. And that's great. And you know what? Let me keep going with the Kardashians. So her younger sister, Kylie Jenner, does utilize her Twitter account. And her Instagram. She's got a massive following, which she now has a cosmetic line where as soon as she posts, hey, the new cosmetics are out, the Twitter goes bananas. It drives traffic to her site, and she sells out in a matter of minutes. If I remember correctly, she actually breaks the site sometimes. So great, ideal situation there. True story. Okay. So that's one myth I hate, is the website is your be all end all. It's really step one, guys. You've got a ton more work yet to do, and you need a mentor to show you how to do it. A few YouTube channels or a few tutorials out there here and there are not going to give you your solutions. You need the step-by-step process. If you've never been in business for yourself and you don't know anything about online marketing, get someone who can help you. Okay. I did it years ago. Best decision I ever made. So what else drives me crazy? And I'm not going to rant, I promise. People that have a lot of followers on social media but don't even bother to build an email list. That drives me crazy. More heartburn for Carrie. You guys, that is where your money is. The money is in the list. It's not going away. It's never going to change. I check my email every morning when I get out of bed. First thing I do, check my email. First thing I do. Email comes in. Life gets easier. The bigger my list grows, the easier my business gets. So always know that. All businesses need to have a newsletter list or a database, however you want to call it, sending out connections and updates to their particular clients or customers, a way to continually interact and stay in front of your ideal client or customer. You must have a newsletter list. You must have this. Database is number one. If you walk into a store, I think it was even Justice for Kids. My daughter loves that store. They want my email address. Bath and Body Works. They want my email address. Gee, why? Because they're sending me coupons or keeping me in the front of my mind. They want that brand right there. So I keep buying from them. So the fact that people think, well, that's not necessary, I'll just keep getting Facebook friends. Guys, you're on borrowed property. That's borrowed real estate. Facebook can go away tomorrow. Lord help us if it does. But you get where I'm going, okay? And in my last few calls, a lot of this stuff showed up that just makes me sad, because I know that once you do these steps, once you're shown the right way, you'll get that laptop lifestyle you've always wanted. Your business will make you the money you're looking for. It'll get easier and easier and easier, but you have to do it the right way. You've got to let go of anything stubborn that says I can do this on my own. You just can't. You're going to do it. You're going to be doing circles. You're never going to get to Florida. You'll be driving around. I know it's here somewhere. Florida doesn't have mountains. Why are we here? Why be frustrated and run out of gas? Never get to Florida. And I'm using Florida as my promised land today, but you get my drift. So first and foremost, website's not going to get you traffic. You get to be the driver of the traffic. Website is step 1 to about 30 steps, guys. Okay. Followers on Instagram, followers on Twitter mean nothing unless you have a call to action or a way or a strategy to turn those people into clients or customers. Not having a list, big no-no. Always have a database. To have someone teach you how to grow your list quickly. It's 90% of what I teach is building your ideal newsletter list of your ideal audience. Building your tribe with your vibe is what I teach, with strategy after strategy. And not having business experience. Don't think you can just wake up and not know what you're doing and be a success. It just doesn't work that way. You will fail over and over again, and you'll learn a lot from those failures. And trust me, I've built multiple businesses, so I know failure. I tasted it. But looking back now, I see what I didn't know. And then I never hired a business coach, and I just kind of winged it, hoping that my business partner at the time may know more than I did. And I failed massively. This was back in 2009. So last but not least, and I'll let y'all go as my pretty sun's going down. Building a product or service without building an audience. If you don't have anyone in the audience of yours, picture yourself on stage and you're getting ready to sell something, or you're introducing something wonderful and there's nobody out there. Hello? You're going to sell anything that day? Probably not, huh? The key thing is when you build your audience first, which is your followers, your subscribers, your database, converting people on your website. Now you've got this warm audience of people that got to know who you are. You know, you're connecting on videos, you're connecting online, you're networking, you're hustling, you're bringing these people close to you with your vibe. The key thing is the beautiful part about that is now you've got people in the audience. So when you are ready to sell, they're like waiting for you. And they're the right people because you did the steps I taught you in building your tribe with your vibe, so that when you go to market yourself, you've got the right ideal people in there. If you're a shoe consultant and you love to sell shoes, pretty red high-heeled pumps, I don't know where that came from. That's some nice fun shoes. And your audience is nothing but men, straight men. They're going to look at you like, well, maybe I'll get some for my wife. What size do they come in? You're going to have very low sales because you didn't bother to get the right audience in place. You just took anybody and everybody. But when I teach you the steps in place, you get the right tribe with your vibe that you give off, okay? So those are just some business marketing myths that drive me bananas. And I love you too much to let you walk around in the dark. You don't know what you don't know. So get someone to help you so that your ride to success isn't as bumpy. You don't get lost. You don't run out of gas. And most of all, you don't give up on hope and inspiration, and you just give up altogether, because I truly believe You have what it takes to be the best version of yourself on this planet. And I want you to get there. Okay? I want you to get there in a really big way. Hope this is helpful for you guys. Reach out to me with any questions. If you're not already working with me, let's explore that. Big hugs, big love. Bye, guys.